You can start.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Yugandhar, a general surgeon and also a meditation trainer. I have entered the path of meditation and spirituality since my childhood, and once I was into the medical school, it has become more regular, and reading of so much of spiritual literature from across the world related to so many sectors and segments, like activation of one's own energy system, the meditational tools and techniques from different spiritual schools of thoughts, the out-of-body experiences, the past life experiences, the extrasensory perception, and so on. All these things have been experimented, and I'm totally convinced that the primary purpose of any human being is to bring out the best out of oneself. And to bring out best out of oneself requires some principles. Before we practice anything, some principles have to be understood properly. The main principle is, if you observe the world, there are so many spiritual masters, spiritual leaders, spiritual book authors, spiritual workshop trainers and workshop participants. But how many are true spiritual practitioners? So when we say about spiritual practice, it is about practicing meditation, this practice of going within. Once we develop the habit of going within, then we will understand what we are and what we are not. So going within makes us understand our own thought patterns, our own emotional patterns, our own belief system, our own attitudes, whether they are rewarding attitudes or unrewarding attitudes, whether they are rewarding thought patterns or unrewarding thought patterns. We are spending time for so many things. Our jobs, we are spending for almost 1/3 to half of the day, and traveling, we are watching TVs, going to movies, going for travel. But how much time we are spending for ourselves? Ourselves means our true selves, our own self, our inner self, our personality, our character building. How much time we are investing? So the most important, the primary investment is investment on one's own self, one's own character building, one's own personality. And this requires a principle, I told. So the main principle is commitment. Commitment for a practice. Commitment means a lifetime commitment. It is not a day commitment or a week commitment or a year's commitment. A lifetime commitment of building one's own character is the most important thing. So once we are committed to our own development, personal development, then we will see a different world. The world which we have seen today and before will be different from what it will be once you are into this meditational path. So, like we have got so many sciences, the biological sciences, the physical sciences, geological sciences, spirituality or meditation is also a science. At the same time, it is also an art. Because the word meditation combines both thought and feeling. It's a unison of what you are inside. It is a unison of all the thoughts, all the emotions, all the beliefs that made you. So, when you work and think and act as one, then the impact of that one will be very, very powerful. So, the practice of meditation makes you to act as one. So, bringing the oneness inside you is the final end product of this awesome science of meditation. And as I told, it requires a lifetime commitment. It requires a commitment. For example, Everyone knows that doing physical exercise in the morning is very important. It makes you rejuvenated. It makes you active. It makes you vibrant. Doing exercise, is it so difficult? No. Practicing exercise is never difficult. But being a practitioner of exercise is difficult. Am I right? So, any practice per se is most often easy, but to be a practitioner is difficult. Please understand this point. I repeat again. Any practice per se is most often easy, but to be a practitioner appears to be difficult. This is the irony. So meditation, doing meditation is always easy and never difficult at all. Though some people may say that meditation is for 60 plus people and 70 plus people, it does not belong to the age group of 20 to 50. It is not so. Because more and more you become metallic, the more and more you become rigid, not at all elastic and flexible, it is very difficult for you to practice meditation. So the practice of meditation will be more and more rewarding, will be more and more beneficial if it is started at the earliest. So at whatever age you are in, you need to practice meditation on a daily basis, at least for 15 minutes to 60 minutes, depending upon your time schedule and work schedule. And before meditation, what is most important point which we all need to understand is intent. Intent means the will to achieve a particular thing. If you don't have a will, if you don't know what you are doing, your work will not have much impact. Your work will not be more vibrant. So we need to practice intent. Intent means it is a focusedness. It is one-pointedness. So your strength is basically your intent. How much intentionality or ambition that you are putting, the desire that you are putting, the emotion that you are putting in the work which you have taken up. So intent is something which has to be fueled regularly. If you don't fuel intent to whatever work that you are doing, the work will not be definitely rewarding. So intent is like an engine of the train. So if there is no engine, the compartments will not move forward. Engine is the driving force. Intent is the driving force. It makes you drive. It makes you more energetic. So for this particular session, I want to make more interactive. So whatever questions that you have got, you can just put forward. So we can make a continuous interactive session instead of me talking continuously, so that I will understand what you are expecting from me. Okay. So intent prepares you for meditation. And when I say meditation, it does not mean going to temples, or doing some rituals, or having a guru's photo at your house and keeping some red tilak here and here. Not that. Meditation is closing the eyes and going within. It is inner science. It is not something which is done with open eyes. It is something which is done with closed eyes. When all your senses are turned inside. When your senses are turned inside, you will understand what you are. You will see the inner face, the real face of you. So, for those people who have never meditated at all, if they close their eyes and see themselves, they will be finding that there are a lot of thoughts that are coming, unwanted thoughts, uninvited thoughts, very devastating thoughts, very negative thoughts. That's why they don't want to keep their eyes shut. They want to keep their eyes open. So, the meditation means keeping the eyes open, keeping the eyes shut, and activating what you are inside. So when you sit for meditation, the first principle is posture. What type of posture is required? You need a straight posture. Straight means the spine has to be straight. It should not be in a hyperextended position, but it should be comfortably erect. And both hands in your lap.